The case against rapper and TV presenter Jub Jub has been postponed to the 5th of February at the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. He is facing charges of rape, attempted murder and assault. Jub Jub, whose real name is Molemo Maarohanye, handed himself over at the Brixton police station earlier this year after a warrant of arrest was issued against him. Our reporter Nozintombi Miya has been following the case. She joins us live now from court. Nozintombi, good morning to you. You called it just over an hour, or just under an hour ago, saying, well, we're expecting this to be a very brief appearance. What did we hear in that very brief appearance?
No, lady, it certainly was a very, very brief appearance. And before I continue and give you analysis, we do have with us Jub Jub's lawyer, Advocate Terence Baloyi. I'm just going to walk towards him so that you can dip in and hear what he has to say. He's just giving us a quick update on the case.
Do you think that this matter is now being delayed because previously you were arguing that it's affecting your client's businesses as a result of him having to tour, but you came here today and again, once again, it's postponed to Feb next year?
Yeah, definitely. Look, justice delay is justice denied. We're being delayed, but what can we do? Hopefully they'll have provided us with everything that we asked for us to be able to proceed with the matter.
Do you still maintain that the charges don't hold? Previously when we spoke to you, you said that you will be looking at having this matter temporarily struck off the roll as you believe that the charges are not enough.
Look, hence we requested further particulars because something was not heading up, so we're still on the work in progress.
What do you mean something's not heading up? What's not heading up?
What I mean is that we requested further particulars because some of the charges we could not understand or comprehend, or being provided with sufficient details in which we can take the matter forward.
What are these particulars you're requesting for?
Such as, for example, if somebody says been raped, you say during the period of a year, you haven't said anything. So how do we plead to such a charge?
But I mean, the state believes they've got a very tough, formidable case against you. These are really serious charges. I mean, attempted murder, allegations of rape, and of course assault as well. Clearly, this should shake you.
Look, I wish it could shake me, but the unfortunate part is that we're talking about something that happened 20 years ago. I still maintain that at least, if really they were serious, they should have been brought much earlier.
Advocate, do you believe that you have a strong case to be able to sufficiently defend your client?
Look, I think the question should be whether the state has a strong case against us. Like I'm indicating, if really there was something which is of serious, something which should have been brought earlier. If your life was in danger, why wait for 10 years? Yes.
While the appearance was quite brief, the magistrate seemed a little bit hostile towards you. Is this going to be a problem going forward in terms of your representation and how you're ultimately going to be breaking down this information?
Look, I don't see any difficulty. The procedure will always be a procedure and it remain as such. There's nothing to worry about.
The 5th of February, will you be ready?
Ready in terms of what?
In terms of being able to present your case come next year, the 5th of February.
Okay. Remember, we're not at the stage whether we can say whether we're ready or not. We're simply going to consult. We requested further particulars. We're going to consult. We don't know whether we're provided with whatever we requested, so we're still going to sit down. Thereafter, maybe on the 5th, I can answer the question whether we're ready or not.
My colleague asked you, but I'm going to ask you again. What particulars are you looking for that seem to be so difficult to get?
Look, I really don't want to get into the merit or into the details of it. But for example, we're requesting something like if you come and tell me that you are raped in 2010, the whole year you're not saying anything. So I'm not going to get into detail. Allow me to keep to that.
So failure for these particulars to be provided, what would be the next step in the right direction from your team?
Look, you're talking of a failure. We're not sure they provided us, so we still need to go dig and find out whether they've provided with us or not. Then we can take it from there.
And thank you so much. We're going to leave it there. That is Advocate Baloyi, who is representing Molemo Maarohanye, known as Jub Jub, the rapper, TV presenter. And it was quite interesting, Naledi, when we saw him walking outside the court and walking outside here. He was wearing a dull grey tracksuit. And he had a very dour expression on his face. And we tried to engage him as the media, but he shooed us away. He has an entourage made up of private security, these big, buff private security people who tried to maintain a circle around him and remove the media from speaking to him. I personally tried to have a quick chat with him and was shooed away by these big, brawny private securities. And you're hearing from his lawyer now, Advocate Baloyi, saying that they still haven't been furnished with all the information by the state, and they are hoping that the state will furnish them with information. Not sounding very confident, laying all the information or all the responsibility of proof on the state and saying that they can only do what they can do. Naledi, we are bringing you live updates in the rain, in the sunshine, outside the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. It was brief. We do anticipate that come the 5th of February in 2024, it will be equally as brief and equally as uncomfortable as this brief appearance today was. Naledi.